నాకు బాధ కలిగించే విషయం ఏంటంటే రీసెంట్గా ఒక 1 month నుంచి చిరంజీవి గారిని తొక్కేశాడు అనే ఒక రాంగ్ కంటెంట్ని ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ నుంచి అదంతా పోస్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఇది నాకు ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్తున్నా, అవును చిరంజీవి గారు తొక్కేశారు.
This is not a birthday speech. This is the man performing open heart surgery on his own dignity, live on stage, in front of thousands of people, just so he can declare one actor the greatest human being to ever walk this earth. Aadi, the comedian who looked at mild online trolling and decided the only appropriate response was a full-scale religious sermon. Let's set the scene properly. In August 2026, megastar Chiranjeevi turned 71. There are celebrations, families present, industry people are present, fans are present. For the previous few weeks, a section of rival fans had been posting variations of Chiranjeevi Tokkesadu, which translates to he crushed people, he suppressed others, he held everyone down. Most people either ignored it or replied with a simple counter. Aadi heard it and treated it like a personal call from the heaven. You could almost see the moment his brain switched from comedian to court poet. This was no longer a speech. This was an opportunity. An opportunity to prove loyalty, volume, and absolute willingness to go as far as required. Let's go through the actual content. Because the devil is the delivery. He begins with a flip. People are saying Chiranjeevi Tokkesadu. Yes, he crushed their egos, their arrogance, their misconceptions. Notice the structure. He doesn't just reject the troll. He takes the exact word and turns it into a multi-layered spiritual achievement. One word becomes 5 different kinds of crushing. By the third crushing, it stops being clever and starts sounding like a man trying to win an award for most creative use of a verb. Then comes the claim that Chiranjeevi stayed number 1 for nearly 30 years and in doing so, crushed the belief that no one can stay at the top for that long. Look, he was a dominant star for a very long time. That is factual. But framing a long successful career as the permanent destruction of an entire industry's collective imagination is not analysis. It's mythology. And Aadi was selling mythology with full conviction. Next, he changed the idea that big films and big collections are only possible in Bollywood. Again, Telugu cinema has produced massive films and numbers over the decades, some before Chiranjeevi's peak, many after. But according to this speech, the concept of a big Telugu film was apparently invented and perfected by one man, and everyone else was living in darkness until he arrived. Then the dance claim. Heroes used to circle the heroine. Chiranjeevi showed the world what real dance is. The same industry that had legendary dancers and choreographers long before and long after him suddenly reduced to before Chiru and after Chiru. History rewritten in real time for maximum dramatic effect. He taught the industry to give back to society. And he shattered the curse that the son of a successful hero cannot rise higher. Supporting your son is normal, many actors do it. Framing it as a historic breaking of a generational curse is pure theatrical inflation. At this point, Aadi was no longer praising achievements. He was constructing a legend in real time and demanding the audience clap for every break. Here's the core issue. Aadi's natural style is loud, exaggerated, and high energy that works on a comedy show. When the same volume is applied to a real-world praise of a powerful film family he has long been associated with, it stops looking like comedy and starts looking like professional sycophancy. This is not quite respect. This is loud, public, performative loyalty. Watch the body language, the facial expressions, the way every sentence is stretched for maximum emotional impact. This is a man who is not just speaking, he is performing the role of an ultimate devotee. Other people managed to wish Chiranjeevi without turning the stage into a temple. They said the respectful things and sat down. Aadi stayed standing and kept adding layers until the praise became almost religious. Let's be clear about something. Chiranjeevi has a major career. He has massive achievements. He has influence. That is not under debate. What is under debate is whether grown-ups need to perform this level of public worship every time there is a birthday, a release, or a mild wave of online criticism. The style of speech does 3 damaging things. It reduces a complex career into a simple godlike narrative. It makes genuine appreciation look cheap because everything is inflated. It signals to the entire industry that the safest path to relevance is maximum flattery. When a comedian known for exaggeration treats a powerful star's birthday as an opportunity for this kind of display, it stops being entertainment. It becomes a reminder how hierarchical and insecure parts of the film culture still are. You can see it on some faces in the crowd and on stage, the polite clapping, the slight shift in posture. Not everyone was buying the full sermon, but the performance continued anyway. This is not an isolated incident. Aadi has a history of delivering high voltage praise for the mega family and associated figures. The pattern is consistent. When the moment allows, the volume goes up, the language becomes more dramatic, and the praise becomes absolute. There's a difference between being a fan and becoming a full-time cheerleader who treats every public appearance as a loyalty test. Aadi keeps choosing the second option, and the more he does it, the more it looks like less spontaneous admiration and more like a calculated brand decision. Stay close, stay loud, and stay useful. So let's summarize. A mild troll campaign existed, a birthday stage was available. Aadi took both and produced one of the most over-the-top public displays of flattery the Telugu film industry has seen in recent years. He didn't just counter the trolls, he turned the counter into a long hagiography. He didn't just praise achievements, he inflated them into mythological status. He didn't just show respect, he performed devotion. Respect can be quiet, appreciation can be measured. Bhajana is loud, theatrical, ultimately embarrassing, for the person delivering it more than anyone else. Aadi did not defend Chiranjeevi that day. He simply reminded everyone how far some people are still willing to go for proximity and applause. That is the real story of the speech. Was this genuine emotion or pure performance? Drop your honest take in the comments. Hey, if you like this video, you're gonna love this next ones. I have got more videos lined up right here. Just click one of the cards that are popping up, and if you haven't already, smash the subscribe button and hit the bell so you never miss a new upload. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.